What is up, guys? So we're back for another comic haul. Sorry I skipped it last week. There just wasn't much last week if you guys look at the reviews, so I figured I'd hold it till this week and then talk about some of those comics. And since I skipped it last week, I announced in the comics, or in the comments the week before, but I didn't really get to it. So as you see in the title, it says Q&A. So starting this week, you guys can ask questions in the comments down below. And then next week, I'll answer some of those questions. So it'll be good. If you hear loud banging, thunder is coming. Thor is pissed. So let's talk about some comics that we picked up this week. Secret Empire, issue number 3. Really good comic. I did review it, as always. There's a little thing that pops up here where you guys can check out some of the reviews for the comics I'm talking about. This is definitely one of them I'm reviewing. There is also Dr. Aphra, issue number 7. This is part of the Screaming Citadel storyline. It's a giant crossover between Aphra and the main Star Wars story that's going on currently with the Rebels. It's really good, really enjoyable. This issue, not as good as some of the other ones, but you know. Then there is Secret Empire Uprising. I haven't had a chance to read this yet. This might get reviewed on the channel. It might not. I don't know as of right now. Once I review it, if it's above a 7, let's say, or once I read it, I'll review it if it's above a 7. There we go. Figuring out the English here. And then there's Biff to the Future, issue number 5. As always, Back to the Future, if you guys like it. This is good stuff. The Mighty Captain Marvel, issue number 5. Also came out. I'm 2 issues behind on this series, which is why I'm not reading it. And then from last week, there's Secret Warriors. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. You guys might get a late review of this one. Probably will. And then there's a few backdate comics that I was missing from my collection that I picked up. Some Inhumans covers. You know, Inhumans, because you guys know my love for the Inhumans. XMen Blue. Didn't get to read it last week. I'll read it this week and review it if it's you know, good. Actually, I'll just review it regardless. Last week, of course, this came out, so I ended up picking it up naturally. Venom, 150th issue. It was a pretty good comic. I did review it. You'll find that also up there. And then another comic that's new this week, Cable number 1. This was actually enjoyable. I was surprised. I was expecting total trash, so the fact it's good really took me for a shock. And then I ended up picking up a retro comic for my dad, actually. Beneath the Planet of the Apes. But what's interesting is it comes with an actual record. I don't know if you can see it outlined, but and it's the entire comic read to you on a record. So that's honestly pretty cool. So I picked this up for him. I know he's a huge Planet of the Apes fan, so I saw this. I was like, you know what? That's pretty cool. 16 bucks. It's worth it. I'll just give it to him. So there we go. So yeah, that's my comic haul this week, and parts of last week. So not a lot of DC stuff or anything, although there was like the Flash and stuff, but I don't know where I put the rest of the comics. So yeah. So like I said, we're going to do a Q&A next week. So leave some comments down below, guys, some questions and stuff, and we'll talk about that.